Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with part 2 of my Dugtrio suspect test laddering. This time we're going to be using a team that CTC passed me. Now, before we get into this, I just want to say, if you missed any of my previous videos, they're on the channel. But I do want to know your thoughts on the Dugtrio suspect test. I'm still on the fence about it. PHEROMOSA is one of those mons that is already good, but becomes a lot better with Dugtrio not being on the ladder. Other mons that are good without Dugtrio not being on the ladder, that are already good but just become a lot better, that obviously don't have to worry about trapping: Mega Metagross, Greninja, PHEROMOSA, Volcarona, and I'm referring to either Focus Sash Dugtrio, Scarf Dugtrio, or Bandit Dugtrio where the appropriate set applies. I am still on the fence though about Dugtrio being banned or not, but I still want to know your thoughts. Also, shout outs to Poke Remix Studio for the music. This is the OG of remixes, I feel. I'll link the remix that we're listening to right now down below. I'm still feeling GSC recently, so I don't know. Maybe we'll have something to do with that on the channel or on my stream sometime. Speaking of which, moving's almost done. Just got to bring all my clothes in, get a desk and a couch. But I got internet and cable, and that's what matters. That definitely, well, cable I don't really care about, but internet is what matters most, especially when you do YouTube. But this team is really fun that CTC passed me. Got Scarf Garchomp. Well, fun is in the sense that we got some of my favorite Pokemon: Reuniclus and Garchomp. Reuniclus is easily like one of my favorite mons to use. I just set up a Trick Room and win, and with hazards from Ferrothorn, so it still has a defensive backbone, Specs Pheromosa, which CTC said you lead off with this thing. You lead off with this thing. It's one of the best leads. And then we have Terrain Extender Tapu Lele, which is nice for against priority for especially a Pokemon like Pheromosa, which you can just dunk on your opponent. So it's very, very, very weak to Volcarona, so I have to go Garchomp every single time. But we'll see. We'll see how we do. So let's just look for a battle. If you guys, of course, want to follow me on Twitch and Twitter, feel free to. Those links are down below. My opponent's team is scary as hell, but very weak to Scarf Garchomp. I'm going to lead off. It's definitely Excadrill lead. It has to be Excadrill lead. Or Pheromosa. Huh. I want up hazards. Once I get up hazards up, Trickle and Reuniclus can just destroy him. Though I have to hit Focus Blast a couple times. We're going to lead off Pheromosa though, just as CTC said. That is the way things go. And he leads off with the biggest threat to my team. Which was probably his best lead too, because every other lead Pheromosa loved. So great lead on my opponent's part. I'm gonna go hard into my Garchomp right here, as it is my check. He might know this team because CTC does have it on the thread. I mean, I'm gonna link it in the paste bin down below anyway, but CTC does have a thread on Smogon where he has a bunch of OU teams with Specs Pheromosa. It's his favorite mon to use at the moment. So I'll definitely be linking that down below. Anyway, nice Garchomp as he leads, or he goes right for the Inferno Overdrive. Alright, so I don't gotta worry about that Z move later. Interesting. I don't see a reason not to click Rock Slide here. His Earthquake switching doesn't really exist, and he might go Garchomp, Dragonite anyway. And plus Rock Slide knocks out Volcarona if he chooses to stay in. We do know he has offensive though, so Greninja is gonna come out as I miss a Rock Slide. That's great. Any chip damage would have been nice for not having to hit this later, but if he goes for U-turn, I'm in a bad situation. I'm going to go Ferrothorn because I can potentially get up rocks here. As he throws off an Ice Beam and gets a crit. I will go right for the Stealth Rock though. I'm definitely going right for Stealth Rock here. I don't care if he goes for another Ice Beam. I need rocks up just to pressure the Dragonite as well as the Volcarona. Now I don't want to stay in here. I'm going to go out to Celesteela because he's not going to be doing too much to me with his Ice Beam. Even if that is like potentially Specs damage. Like look at Celesteela. Celesteela does not care at all. The boy eats everything that he wants to go for. I could Leech Seed here, but I feel like Excadrill would come out. I really want to pull a double predicting Excadrill, but I don't want him going for another. I don't want him to go for another another Ice Beam. I'm actually gonna. I want to double onto Garchomp so badly predicting Excadrill. I'm gonna make the play. And of course, yeah, my opponent decides throwing off an Ice Beam is just his best play. Let me just keep attacking what's in front of me. And now we just lose to Volcarona. Well, not yet though. Not yet. That was a. I disagree with that play so much. But what can I do? My opponent made it. We'll go out to Pheromosa though, and we'll actually just get our kill with Bug Buzz. It's Specs. He doesn't have good high jump kick switchings, which is, I'm not high jump kick, but I'm thinking about his thought process. I'm hoping he goes Volcarona, because Pheromosa can still pick off my opponent's team, and Celesteela can beat everything that is not Volcarona. So I'm still not worried. I just don't like that my opponent made that play. Obviously it worked out for him, And I need to prevent a spin at all costs, which is why I put the double. Also, Ferrothorn wasn't weak, and I could have potentially gotten off a Power Whip on him. Oh well. Do I want to go for the Bug Buzz, or do I want to go for Focus Blast? Because Focus Blast is a nuke. I kind of want to click Focus Blast here, I'm not going to lie, but we'll just click Specs Bug Buzz. I'm not sure if he's going to switch out his Greninja. The great thing is, with Terrain Extender, Greninja is not going to be going for the Water Shuriken at any time later versus me. And again, Reuniclus is so good versus my opponent. In fact, getting off a hit on something like Dragonite, or even Excadrill, which I'm fine with. He's more than likely just going to go for Rapid Spin. We're going to go to Ferrothorn here on his Rapid Spin, at least make him take Rocky Helmet plus Rough Skin, and then get up our rocks again, or attempt to. If he wants to go for... I think this actually might be Focus Sash, so I kind of regret my play a little bit. We'll see though. We're going to get up a Spike here just in case that's possible. As oh, okay, looks like he is choiced. Or not choice, excuse me, he's not choice, he's more than likely Focus Sash, so yeah. We're just going to go out into our Pheromosa then, and we're going to try and go for a game with Focus Blast. It might sound stupid, but I'm going for it. Because if Focus Blast hits, it will OHKO Volcarona as well. Assuming this does connect. Nice, so one gone, rocks are up, I get a special attack boost as well. I will be able to OHKO Volcarona with a Specs +1. Greninja comes out. Hard Lele. Hard Lele. Yeah, get out of here. As much as I want to predict, I mean, I know Metagross is coming out, but I'd rather get off Psyshock damage on it anyway. And plus, if he wanted to risk his Volcarona there on a Moonblast, I much rather would have gotten off this type of damage. Yeah, so we'll go out to Celesteela here. Once I set up a Trick Room, we should be good to go versus his squad. What my opponent might be thinking is, I definitely be thinking the exact same thing actually, is that he sacks him on and goes Volcarona and wins the game. So we'll get out some Leaf Seeds here. That's probably what my opponent's thinking anyway. But we'll get out some Seeds here. I still have to land Focus Blast versus Greninja, but at least now Metagross should die to, especially if he stays in, it should die to Shadow Ball, which is what I'm going off of. Let's get out some nice chip. Go for Flamethrower here, as Volcarona does come out. The great thing is, Volcarona is so low to the point that I should be able to go for a Leech Seed if he wants to try and cover dance up. The bad thing is that if he stays in and attacks me, yeah, I'm dead, but at the same time, I still do have Pheromosa in the back. I just want to make sure that Bug Buzz knocks this guy out, otherwise I have to go Focus Blast. Though Dragonite's a Pokemon I'm obviously scared of. Let's see. Bug Buzz, doesn't Bug Buzz knock it out? Obviously a 4 times resist, but this is Specs Pheromosa, and he's offensive. Pheromosa. I know it 4 times resist, but I don't know, man. Pheromosa hits hard. This is Specs. Bug Buzz. This is offensive Quiver Dance as well. God. That's so strong. I wonder how much do you do versus Dragonite? Well, obviously not multi-scale. I'm gonna just say, what is this set? No, get that out. 75%. +2. Not enough, but doesn't matter. Bug Buzz is the only play. We knock out Volcarona. This mon still puts in a ton of work versus my opponent's team. I also knock out Metagross and he can't Bullet Punch me. Yeah, I also knock out Metagross and he can't Bullet Punch me. I gotta keep Pheromosa alive because it actually just clicks Bug Buzz versus my opponent's team. But you know, it'd be nice if my opponent goes out into Greninja here. But yeah, Specs Pheromosa should be able to pick up another kill. That'd be awesome if my opponent went Greninja here, or Metagross. I would love Greninja though, because obviously you can't Psychic Terrain me. Or excuse me, you can't Water Shuriken me because of Psychic Terrain. How much does +3 do? Why is Dragonite so bulky? He did go Greninja. What? Why? Okay. Psychic Terrain's still up, buddy. Nice, so Greninja's gone. The only mon I have to hit Focus Blast versus is gone. I'll take that. The only mon I have to hit Focus Blast versus. And I can Trick Room up versus Dragonite. I also kill Metagross with Shadow Ball. At that percentage, it's Life with Shadow Ball from Reuniclus. It's such a weird game, man. I don't agree with him clicking Ice Beam. Obviously, it worked out for him, but I don't agree. And then he didn't prioritize Rapid Spinning with Excadrill. Why? Anyway, right here we click Bug Buzz again. I'm not going hard into my Mon. Ooh! Oh, I get the highest roll possible, too. That's lovely. That is lovely. That's actually so cool. I don't have Bullet Punch, so I'm gonna go into top of Lilith because I can safely set up, not safely, but I can set up Trick Room versus Metagross at least. And there's a Bullet Punch. So he can knock me out with Meteor Mash here, but we're gonna go for Psyshock just in case. Please don't get an attack raise. Nice. And now, because of Psychic Terrain, Reuniclus wins the game. I don't go down any 2 attacks. I don't go down to Meteor Mash with Bullet Punch because Bullet Punch can't be used. I click Trick Room. I click Shadow Ball. We win the game. Alright, so I still set it up the way I wanted to. What just... What? What just happened? Fury Cutter. In standard? What just happened right there? What just happened? That boy just Fury Cuttered me. What just happened? Also, I want to say I got the highest roll possible versus Dragonite. Unless I calc this wrong. I obviously took off the... Yeah, this is plus... Yeah, whatever. We got it. I'll take it. That man went for Fury Cutter. That just threw everything... Like... What? Is that for Ferrothorn? So you can beat it in 10 hits while you're killing yourself? I have no idea. Like with Iron Bar, you're actually killing yourself with Iron Bar. I don't know. That just threw me off completely. Anyway. He got a crit on top of that. Meteor Mash would have done more, bro. Doesn't Fury Cutter start off at base 40 power? Yeah, it starts off at base 40 power. And it still has a chance to miss too. For that, you go for Meteor Mash crit. I'm offensive. Alright, that was an odd first game. And the double... I don't agree with the double Ice Beam play. But then again, I guess I couldn't risk something like Excadrill coming out anyway. I don't know. I feel like Excadrill was free there to spin. Or at least even... Yeah, pivoting to Excadrill would have been cool. So we have Rain now. Hard Rain. We have Hard Rain. I'm going to lead off with my PHEROMOSA. Because it, again, dunks on my opponent's team. I have HP Electric as well, so I'm not too worried about Gyarados. I also have this. We're just going to throw off an HP Electric right here. If he wants to Dragon Dance in that form. And knock out Gyarados. Get our boosh! Boosh! I can't believe I didn't say that last battle. You know I'm tired. That boy forfeited PHEROMOSA the king. Next one. Nice. The first battle took like 12 minutes, but the second one took 30 seconds, so it makes up for it. We got another one versus Mono Focus Blast. And I say that because PHEROMOSA actually clicks Focus Blast versus my opponent's team and destroys it. It also would click every other attack possible. I want Hazards up. I'm assuming his Mew is Defog. I'm going to lead off with Specs PHEROMOSA though. Again, my opponent doesn't have the best answers for that. I don't think Mega Audino is around right now. I want to say one thing though when it comes to, in regards to Dugtrio and Arena Trap. I don't think Dugtrio is purely the problem. I do think that Arena Trap is definitely the issue, which is why I've actually found success with Trapinch and Diglett still on the ladder. Basically, I just took out Dugtrio and put Trapinch and Diglett, both of which Focus Sash. But obviously, the one thing, or the thing that Dugtrio has of them is not only its great base speed, but now it has base 100 attack. That 20 boost in an attack definitely makes a difference. And being able to run Scarf sets that, again, KO PHEROMOSA, get rid of Metagross with Ban or Focus Sash sets, obviously KOing Heatran, which is something that Diglett can't do if it's Jolly 100% of the time. With Adamant it can though. But there's things like that, being a reliable revenge killer, and you can't, there's not really much counterplay to it because you can't switch, you're trapped. But obviously, like I said, I'm on both sides of the ban or no ban. I don't know, I like using certain Pokemon. I would honestly check a Ninja. Like, I don't know if he's Battle Bond or a Protean. If he's Protean, it's a threat. If he's Battle Bond, it's a threat. Another Pokemon that actually destroys him is Taunt Lele. Taunt Lele destroys him. But I want to get rid of Mew first before it knocks me off, which is why I want to lead PHEROMOSA. CGC told me, lead off PHEROMOSA always. And man led off with Blissey. So the thing is, do you risk high jump kick? I know for a fact what's going to happen. I'm going to click Bug Buzz here, predicting he's only switching to a fighting type attack. He's going to click Thunder Wave, and I'm going to lose my PHEROMOSA. I already know what's gonna happen. But the thing is, I'm having fun right now, so I'm clicking it. That is not a high jump kick switching, bro. Though I guess it worked. Are we gonna double out into Ferrothorn here because I could see him going out into his own Blissey again, and I want to knock it off, or protecting, I guess, or Mega. I don't think that can Mega right now. Yeah, goes Blissey. I do want to knock this thing off. I am not. It's this guy. It's this guy. No. It's this guy. It's that guy. The dude who has Serene Grace Blissey, which destroys everything. Okay, I got a Stealth Rocket. That's all I need. And it had Scarf Greninja. It's this guy. I don't want to switch out to Tapu Lele because I know for a fact I'm going to get burnt. Or frozen. Yeah, nice. So I got up a Spike because I refuse to switch. We'll take that. And by going Taunt Lele, his Defogger can't Defog versus me. Also, his Ferrothorn last time, it was this guy. It was this guy. His Ferrothorn last time could have. I swear if you freeze me. What are you doing? I have Psychic Terrain. And the Extender, so you can't beat me 1v1. Yeah, Slice Shot gonna hurt. I could also Moonblast here, but there's no way. This boy uses Sub Blissey. What are you doing? That's not. Okay, you know what? You're gonna softball here. Taunt goes through sub, so we're gonna stop you from going for softball. We're gonna stop these shenanigans, and I'm gonna click Buzz later and win the game. So I'm tired of this guy thinking he can mess around this Pokemon. I think it was Assault Vest Hoopa last time, if I'm not mistaken. Burn me with your Serene Grace Blissey. Nice, he didn't. I want to throw off an HP Fire here so badly. I'm gonna risk it because Blissey, obviously, Flamethrower can burn me, and Ice Beam can freeze me, but I would think that Ferrothorn might want to come out here. I guess I thought wrong. Burn me. Yeah, I got Psychic. I got the Extender, though. I'm taunting him. I'm not going to risk him subbing. Switches out to Greninja. It was Scarf last time, if I'm not mistaken. I don't mind that, though. Dark Pulse is his best play here. We have Celesteela as a switch in, as a pivot. Buzz is looking good. And it was... What set is that? I don't want him to go for HP Fire. I'm gonna Leech Seed here. I'm expecting Mew to come out and try and defog on me, which is fine. Obviously, that's fine. But the fact that he's offensive, that might be offensive too. What are you gonna go for? Just gonna Heavy Slam. I don't want him nasty plotting. I mean, Heavy Slam is 120 base power. That actually might be offensive Mew. Yeah, I almost went PHEROMOSA there. So we're gonna go off on a Heavy Slam on anything. And again, Focus Blast or Buzz is going to be looking very good versus my opponent. I don't think that's a counter. I'm pretty sure you're going to be 2-hit KO'd. And he's Rocky Helmet too. And what we can do here is actually click Flamethrower because I don't want to go for... I outspeed him, unless he's running a ton of speed. But I don't want to catch Ferrothorn's Iron Barbs and whatnot. So go Flamethrower. Also knocks out Audino. Nice. Get my big boost. He cannot beat this man. I'm faster than Blissey as well, unless he's running a ton of speed, which I will go for Leech Seed versus. Alright, so Hoopa's in. It's a monster. I don't want him to be banded, but at the same time, I could go Garchomp and click Earthquake, which is an option. It's an okay play, especially because Celesteela can beat the rest of his team. I'm not gonna risk him going for like a banded Hyperspace Fury. And even then, Garchomp takes the hit. So, no Earthquake switchings on my opponent's part. Outside of Ferrothorn, but with full hazards and spikes up. Plus, Reuniclus as a pivot. Last time his Ferrothorn in the first part, his Ferrothorn was Toxic, Thunder Wave, Leech Seed, Protect. No hazards. And we got rid of Hoopa. Great. Might have been Scarf Hoopa. Greninja comes out. I know you Scarf Greninja too. Going raw to Celesteela here. Even if he freezes me, I trick him up later and win. I say even if he freezes me, but I'm definitely scared of that. I'll just click Flamethrower here because it knocks out Greninja since it is Ice now. It also 2-hit KOs Ferrothorn, preventing that Mon from coming in for free. And I get a Beast Boost. Ah, victory. Guy left. No Beast Boost for me. Yeah, that guy gave me a lot of trouble last time. look for another one. I'm enjoying this live. Definitely some odd plays, maybe on my part as well as my opponent's, but I don't know. Like, the double Ice Beam Greninja I didn't get. Worked out for him though. Hey, I feel like I know his team. So how do I not lose to Zard X? Is my counter switching hard into Garchomp? We're gonna lead off with Ferrothorn because Pheromosa is the best lead that prevents my opponent from sweeping me. This looks like Zard X too. Lead off with Pheromosa. CTC said, literally, he actually said in the team itself, lead off with Pheromosa. Yeah, I can find the team right here. CTC. I want to show you guys the team real quick. Leads off with his Gengar. I do have Celesteela as a great switch, and I am Spadef. As he goes right for Trick, and I get a Choice Scarf. Great. So I lose my Celesteela, but Gengar loses its Choice Scarf. I'm gonna double out to Ferrothorn, expecting him to want to go out to Tangrowth. Why does everybody stay in when I can Heavy Slam? I don't get that play. Why does everybody stay in when I can Heavy Slam? But we get off a knockoff here, thankfully. I don't get why you weaken when your Pheromosa switches. You have two. There's like two in the tier. I guess he has Charizard, but once I get up rocks, I'm good. I want to show you guys CTC's. Where's this man? Here it is. XX Team Taction. So he has a bunch of teams here for this metagame. Zard comes out. I don't know if it's X or Y, but I have to go Garchomp. As he goes right for Flare Blitz. Bronzong would come out. I'm not going to risk anything. I'm going for Dragon Claw because it hits that as well as chips away at Bronzong. Yeah, and I'm not going to risk doubling. So Bronzong is probably going to go for Rocks or double into Charizard again, which is something I can see. But Rocks is fine. That makes us both either that Scarf Landorus or Double Dance, but that makes him either defog later for both of us, or it works out, like, regardless of what happens here. So I don't want to go hard Garchomp because he could easily Flare Blitz me. Reuniclus can win the game very, very easily. Lele is solid versus him, but I don't like how it matches up too well, and I also don't want him going for Dragon Claw. I think he's going to Flare Blitz, but we're going to go Lele. Lele's the Mon that prevents him from repeatedly going for Dragon Dances. And I can just throw off Psyshocks here. As he goes Tangrowth, if it is Assault Vest, this is going to do some decent damage. There you go, 50%. That's looking like Assault Vest too. Throw off another Psyshock here. As he goes Bronzong. I could see him doubling or going for Gyro Ball, expecting me to predict him to double, but I really just want to throw off another Psyshock. I need to weaken this guy. Yeah, as he goes right for Gyro Ball. So basically, my thought process was, okay, if he doubles there, I'm good because I smack Charizard upon switching or anything that wants to come in, but weakening Bronzong is still good for Bug Buzz spam in the long run, as well as Reuniclus spam. In fact, I'm going Reuniclus now. I should be able to click. Psychic Terrain is up. It boosts Reuniclus' Trick Room. Or, excuse me, it boosted Psychic. He doesn't have good Shadow Ball switchings. I would think he might try and go Tangrowth. Finny is also a play he can make. Basically, he has no Psychic switchings right now. He could stay in with Bronzong, but I would think that... Oh, that's amazing. I get off a Life Orb Psychic on Landorus and knock it out. Nice. So Bug Buzz switching gone. That man said X. Bug Buzz switching gone. Obviously, this mon is around, but I don't count it. And obviously, Tapu Fini as well. He has a lot of Bug Buzz switchings, but at least the potential of Scarf Landorus sweeping me or even something like that happening is gone now. Bronzong can come out if it wants to. Charizard, excuse me. I'm thinking about what is my play versus that. I think I just click attack if he goes for that. Because that's a Gengar. I kind of want to get rid of this Mon. I'm just going to click Psychic. I do live one Shadow Ball. I could also have one for Trick Room there. But I much rather not have him potentially switch out, and I'd much rather get rid of 2 Mons that could take Bug Buzzes. As Charizard X does come out. Look like Psychic versus this too. He can knock me out with that. That's fine. We go Garchomp. I'm not going to double ever versus this guy. Ever. This is too much of a threat to double. As he goes Tapu Fini, so we hit that thing with an Earthquake, get off some nice damage. This is for the PHEROMOSA sweep in the end. Just remember that. There's a chance it will happen. Ferrothorn is a good mid-ground play. Best mid-ground play, actually. But I always risk him going for Flare Blitz. As he goes out into Bronzong, great. I wish I had Spike, but I wish I had Leech Seed here because I could easily double here. I want to double, predicting him to want to go out into Charizard, so I'm actually going to double out to Pheromosa. It might seem like an odd mid-ground play, but I really, really think he won't stay. He could go for Earthquake. He won't go for Gyro Ball is the thing I'm expecting the most. Like, he definitely won't go for Gyro Ball. He'll go for Earthquake, if anything. And he has Hidden Power, whatever that is. Ice? Probably Ice. So, he refuses to bring in Charizard when I feel like Charizard is just like great. It's such a great all-around play that my opponent can make. But I'm hoping he Gyro Balls here just to take a little bit extra chip. Nice. Take some chip. Let's go for Knock now. If he wants to HP Ice me again. I'm surprised he made that play. Also knocking off Tangrowth's Assault Vest would be great. Fini can do... Like, Focus Blast is so good now. But I'm not... The reason I'm not spiking is because if something like... If something like Zar comes in, I'm screwed, which is why I keep doubling around as well. But get up a Spike here. As he goes Zardex. I think that Spike is enough to win with Bug Buzz now. So we're going to go hard Garchomp. We can't risk him setting up. Hard Garchomp, always the play. Yep. And we always Earthquake. Always Earthquake. And then we always double back out into Ferrothorn. Always. Even if Tapu Fini comes out on a double. I don't care. It would have to defog. Because then I can Focus Blast win. Especially because obviously Focus Blast winning isn't the best win con. Like I could definitely see him doubling now into Tapu Fini, but I don't care. I always make the Ferrothorn play. And Pheromosa never needed health to win the game. Bronzong goes down to Bug Buzz. I want to know how much Charizard takes. Pheromosa. 252. Modest. Choice Specs. Focus Blast. Bug Buzz. Charger X. Why does Bug Buzz do that much? God, I didn't realize it did that much. Yeah, so we always make the play. I'll actually throw off a power up just in case he wants to go Tapu Fini and try and double around on me. But Charizard sets up. If he goes for Flare Blitz here or Dragon Claw, then it dies to Bug Buzz, and I think Bug Buzz just wins the game. Let me just check versus Fini. Max HP Fini. 43 to 51. Yep. Alright, so we go Garchomp here, and then we just click Bug Buzz and win the game. He keeps doing that Roost play. There's no way I'm never ever going for Earthquake. I'm always making this play. No matter what. You can Roost up all you want. I don't care if you Flare Blitz. I don't care if you Dragon Claw. I'm always making this play. The same exact play every single time. And that's fine too. A knockoff here just in case he wants to double Earthquake. Nice. Nice. And what we'll do is we'll go Celesteela now. Just because we can Leech Seed. Or actually, no, because I can Heavy Slam, not Leech Seed. Heavy Slam is a play to prevent Fini from coming in. I don't care about your Hidden Power Ice, that does nothing. All I gotta do is go right for the the heavy slam here. Prevent Feeny from coming in and go for game with either PHEROMOSA or... I don't care about that either. He's gonna let me Earthquake Sweep him. Charizard coming in, it's gonna take damage. And if he roosts, then... Ah, nice, I Bug Bugs win. Come on. Come on, just Flare Blitz me, bro. I've made the same Garchomp play every single time. I've conditioned him. I'm waiting for him to make the one play that I need to win the game. Just Flare Blitz me now. If he roosts, that's fine. He's still taking hazards. I'm always going for Earthquake with Garchomp because Earthquake prevents PHEROMOSA, excuse me, Tapu Fini from defogging. So I'll always make that play. I don't care how many times I made this play. I'm never outraging either. I mean, I probably could outrage and just win the game later, but we're always going for Earthquake. Yeah, always. I was thinking about predicting his Tangrowth to want to come out, but he made the Bronzong play. That's fine. I'll go Ferrothorn because it dies. Yep. Renting any double. How much is Charizard at 90? Bug Buzz +1. Charizard X. Damn. Alright, win. With my breed boost! I think I win now. Yeah, Charizard dies. Feeny is 2 a KO. PHEROMOSA is in, PHEROMOSA is now. Even if I was life for PHEROMOSA, like I'd also win. Though that would depend on me hitting, I guess. But I should be able to knock out Tapu Fini +1 after all them hazards. Even if I don't, Garchomp cleans with Outrage. Moosh. Tapu Fini. 43 to 51%. Yeah, there's Stealth Rock and there's Spite. There's no way Tapu Fini, unless he's like Spadef built. But I feel like based on the Earthquake damage he took, he's more speedy than anything else. Because you saw how much Garchomp Earthquake did 38%. That's a lot, even from Scarf Chomp. How much you take? Yeah. Maybe I'm underestimating Garchomp's attack. I mean, I've been using Garchomp since DB. I remember when Garchomp was allowed in OU. Oh my god. In Diamond and Pearl anyway. Such a great mon. Always loved Garchomp. But yeah, Bug Buzz does sweep now. Charizard dies after rocks and hazards. If he goes Tangrowth for some reason, then Tangrowth just gives me a boost. But Specs PHEROMOSA is definitely one of my favorite sets to use on this mon. And I love Psychic Terrain Extender on this because not only does it mean that PHEROMOSA can't be hit by priority, but it also boosts Reuniclus's power under Trick Room. Like, that mon just KOs so much. And the fact that I was able, well, not obviously in this case it didn't really matter, but I'm talking about in general, getting rid of Landorus and Gengar earlier was so good. Gengar is actually still really good. And Cursed Body is actually a bit more annoying than you might think. I saw an SPL game, and I'll talk about it when I actually go over a Gengar moveset, but I saw an SPL game where the opponent lost because every single time Gengar came in, Cursed Body would activate, so they couldn't, like, sweep. Yeah, Tapu Fini goes down easily to +1. And PHEROMOSA, the Specs monster, will be able to come through. Good B. Even boost. Yeah, this mon is nasty. I love, and you know, I want to give a shout out to CTC. He definitely opened up. Yep. He definitely opened up my. Well, I was modest. You should tell by the fact that I got a special attack. But he definitely opened up my eyes to Specs PHEROMOSA. A lot of people were saying, "Oh man, PHEROMOSA should be broken," and I've never really, or it should be banned because it's broken. I never really seen it. I think it's a great mon, and obviously early on in Sun and Moon, before really knowing what was happening this generation, I might have thought that. But then as I was playing, I was like, oh, I can play around Life Orb. Even Quiver Dance, which is annoying, like, it's outclassed by a Pokemon like Volcarona. But Specs just hits so hard, and it's such a great anti-lead. Anyway, guys, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you guys all enjoy. Of course, if you guys would like to use the team alongside me, there's a link to it down below in the description. In fact, I'll actually just link CTC's thread instead of linking the paste bin. So if you guys want, you can just pick whatever team you want from there. And in any case, guys, feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends.